I wanted to ask a question about vaccinations against corona and other things, but particularly COVID-19 for animals, and whether that's a necessity, whether it's something that's worth exploring. Well, what stage are we at for that?
Sure. About a year ago, you probably heard about the first dog getting infected, and at Zoetis, we mobilized very quickly to make sure we had a diagnostic and began a vaccine program. You know, since then, we've really seen there really isn't a great need for a vaccine for dogs and cats. But as you probably have read, there is a need for a vaccine right now for many zoo animals. And we did work with the USDA to get an emergency use authorization. And we have been donating to 70 zoos around the United States, over 11,000 doses of COVID vaccines for everything from tigers to apes to many other species. So we'll continue to monitor the situation. But to date, we have not seen a real commercial need for a vaccine for dogs or for cats.
Have we seen COVID hit those kind of zoo animals, high-risk zoo animals, hard in a way that we see with?
Yeah, we started seeing it a number of months ago. You had some cases actually at the Bronx Zoo, also the San Diego Zoo. So 70 zoos around the country have really focused on species where they think there is a risk for COVID amongst them.
What about the outlook for the other part of the business, the livestock part of the business, which is always a good gauge on consumption and demand?
Yeah, so in the quarter we had about 3% growth, which was in line with our expectations. The livestock industry sort of had back-to-back pandemics. There was the African swine fever outbreak in 2019 in China, and then certainly COVID really hit livestock hard as dine out really declined, significantly. I think as we look at this year, we expect to grow sort of at or below the market, mostly because we have some losses of exclusivity on some products such as Draxxin. But we're really, we're right now delivering at expectations exactly what we expected for livestock for the year. We think livestock longer term, as we've talked about before on the show, will go back to more of that 4% growth.
Kristen Peck, great to check in with you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
CEO of Zoetis, Wilfred.